Thanks for giving me this opportunity. My name is David Mucklow. I actually live in the city of Greene.
I'm sorry, and your last name, David?
M-U-C-K-L-O-W. I live at 4882 Mayfair Road. The actual mailing is North Canton, Ohio 44772. I live real close to the Stark County line, by the way. We have 10 acres there. I'm actually a property owner. I'm a stakeholder. And we were approached early on in late August. And they were actually, I don't want to degrade the process, but it was very annoying, the approach that they made on this. And I have an 85-year-old mother that shares the property where I'm located. And they were somewhat rude to her the way they approached her and tried to harass her into signing some documents which have a lot of legal import to them. And I've looked at those documents, and as a result of that experience, I helped organize many of the property owners in Greene, and some in Stark and Medina, and I'm here also with Dave Eigel and the coalition. Paul Jarosky here is from Medina, and over time we developed. I'm an attorney by trade. My background is debtor-creditor work. I do a lot of bankruptcy work, bank work. So this was a new experience for me. I have done eminent domain work before, but by no means have an expertise in oil and gas. But over time, I had to educate myself on this process that goes on in Ferc and how these interstate pipelines work. And what we've learned is that now that we're in what they call the pre-filing process, they've actually put a plan on file with Ferc, and the window is open now for comments to be made by stakeholders. And stakeholders are defined as individual property owners, people in the community that may be affected, boards, municipalities, nonprofits, governments, obviously, municipalities of the counties, and everybody has the right to comment. And it's like a giant funnel, the way the process works, where all of these comments of various types get filed with Ferc. They have to be filed on the Ferc docket. And these comments filter down through it, and they actually read them every day. We've actually met with the lady Joanne is it Burkholder? Walkhover, who's in charge of this process for Ferc. And they actually, we knew they were reading the comments because they were telling us what we were filing, and we were amazed that it matters to Ferc in this process. They're not, they don't have a dog in the fight. They're an independent agency that hears both sides, and their job is to find the right route for this pipeline. And we're early on in the process, so we're at the right stage of being able to influence this process of the decision making. And one of the things that became clear to us is that these resolutions that are being passed by communities are extremely important, and she indicated to us that they matter to them. Now, granted, it's not a situation where Stark County can pass a law and influence the route. The way the Ferc certificate works, once the certificate's issued at the end of the process, it can override state law, it can override county law, it can even override safety issues. But at this early stage of the pre-filing process, comments from stakeholders matter, and it's real important that everybody who's affected, every community that's affected, speak out and let it be known what the concerns of your board are, or your county, or your community. If you're a property owner, you get the right to speak. And over time, they sort all of this out, and they try to influence the pipeline company, in this case Nexus. They'll try to influence them and shift their route. And it has happened. We know it's happened, and we know it works because it happened on the ET Rover line in Michigan. It actually was rerouted all the way around Oakland County, another heavily urbanized area. That was because of communities like this speaking up. They were able to get a reroute away from the urban areas into less dense, more safe areas. And so that's why we believe this will work, and we're really out there trying to plug everybody to get them on board. And it's a common sense issue. It's like people quoted me in the paper saying, well, it's like, in my opinion, it's like a dynamite factory being placed in your front yard. And the 10th Amendment allows communities to regulate things that are reserved to the states. And this is an issue that I believe is reserved to the states. It's our issue. It's our local issue. We have the right to talk about it and say what we think the federal government should be doing. And that's why I'm here to support Mayor Norton, fellow Marine, and we're here to get the job done, and I hope everybody gets on board. Thank you.
David, thank you. See, now that was a lawyer raising the 10th Amendment. Constitutional issues, but no, thank you.